When I think about Magic Training Arena, I think of a very clunky minigame that was released like long time ago, like 16 years ago, but they finally changed it. Yes, 1 week ago, there were a bunch of changes to every single room. So the very first thing you'll notice that if you go to Minigames tab where you can use a teleport, well, yeah, you can just directly teleport now. Whenever you go inside the room, like the main lobby, you will no longer need a pizza hat. So all the points will be shown on the side anyway. And now there is a bank upstairs, which is amazing because, well, it's amazing now I say this. I was not using the bank even now. Yes, I forgot that the bank existed. So whenever I was finished with one room, I'm like, oh, I need some cosmic runes now. Oh, well, you have to go to the bank, but it's upstairs. Now, this was also the perfect opportunity to finish the collection log because I was missing only 3 items and I actually had a bunch of points already. So like all the enhancement, like most of the, the alching, but what I really hated back then was the Telekinetic room. I think everybody hated it because it was the clunkiest thing in the world. You cast a telegrab and your character just stands. You can't even move. It just stands and stands. But now you can just move immediately. You just cast and you can move the next game tick, go to whatever, rotate a little bit to your next position. So the points themselves have not been updated in the Telekinetic room. So you still get like 2, and after you complete 5 in a row, you get like a bonus points. I had to Google what the old points were, and apparently it was like 170 or maybe like 180 points an hour, something like very slow. I was not like fully sweating, but I was getting like 250 points an hour because what they made is that the statue now moves 2 times as quick. So now you pull it and it's like, oh, and you can move immediately as well to the next position. So it's like, oh my God, this is so smooth now. I'm not sure if the telegram itself was changed or just in the Magic Training Arena, but it is generally now an, I'd say, fairly enjoyable room because it's much quicker. And yeah, so also you will notice because everything is so quick, your run energy does actually go down. However, if you complete 5 mazes in a row, you just get it replenished, so you don't need stamina pods. Oh, and this image right here, there was a bug initially. I think it was fixed very quickly, but you could cast Telekinetic every single game tick. So it would stuck the statue in like a corner so it cannot move and just keep casting, boom, boom, boom. So they fixed it. It becomes not targetable anymore, the statue itself, once you cast it. Initially, it was like 270k magic XP an hour, which is a lot for a level, was it 31 magic spell? Yeah, it was actually fully enjoyable doing this Telekinetic room, and I fully finished it to unlock some infinity items eventually. So I unlocked a couple of them, and then I noticed that I was actually missing the rest of the points on the other, like Alchemist and, except enhancement, I believe. The High Alch room was changed, so you know how you would open the cupboards and then like loot a few items and they would close and you have to open it again. It just was like so clunky and just annoying, and it's like, but why? Well, they changed it now. There's no more close, there's no more open. There's no such option actually. It's always open, and now you can pick items normally as you would normally do, but you can also right click and take 5 at a time. You can also shift click the dispenser and you can swap the options. So the first one becomes take 5, and if that's like more desirable, but I noticed sometimes I would just take too many items and they would swap around and then I would have to drop a few of them. Also, you will notice that it's no longer 30 seconds before the items rotate. It's actually 1 full minute. So it's double time now. No more so much walking around. Now, one of the worst things about Bones to Peaches room, the graveyard where we have to cast like Bones to Bananas or Bones to Peaches, was that whenever you would do it, you would get some random runes in your inventory. So you would get like 1 blood rune or like 3 death runes, and it would just add up. You would suddenly have 4 inventory spaces that were supposed to be free, but oh, thank you for that 1 extra blood rune. Now I have food that I need to eat. I have runes to cast the spell itself, and now these things are just clogging inventory. Well, that's no longer the case, or actually it is the case, but you only get the runes after you finish the game. Actually, you don't really need any food also, or you need way less food, because all those things that drop from the floor, those bones that drop on you and deals that constant 2 damage, well, those can be dodged now. So if you see it appear, you can just move away and you can dodge it. Now, obviously, you probably don't want to do this all the time because it becomes like very click intense. You have to like, oh, I gotta watch out so I don't get damaged. But even if you dodge it like 50% of the time, congratulations, that's like 50% less food that you need to eat, so it can bring way more empty inventory spaces. I believe when I was collecting like 100 points, I did not eat a single piece of food whatsoever, because even you can just dodge by walking. Like, so you fill your inventory, you walk to the dispenser, and just by making that walking animation, you congratulations, you just dodged something. It works very well. Also, there's no more delay when you deposit. You can immediately walk back, because previously it was you do the deposit thing, probably a couple extra ticks. Now in the enhancement room, the meta was to pick up those dragon stones at some point, but they did changes like, I don't know, like 5-7 years ago or something. They made it so now the enhancing those shapes actually gives a decent amount of points, so you no longer have to hop worlds and collect all those dragon stones, because that was actually a problem because of bots, because they would just steal those dragon stones from legit players. But now since you can do the shapes, it's much easier. But now they made it even more easier. The shapes are not just in every corner, so one corner would have only red, the other corner would have only blue, so you'd have to walk around like so much. Oh, it's blue now because like they change and they give like more bonus points for the shape, the correct shape that it would enhance. But now all of them exist in every single corner. Also now whenever you deposit all those orbs, you get extra magic experience, and previously you were not getting that magic experience. So I would just drop those shapes. Whenever I would make them, I would drop them, because the only thing that I would get is runes. Again, they fix it now, but you would get runes in your inventory. It was literally not worth depositing those balls that you make from shapes, because it just clogs your inventory. Right, so with all the changes to the Magic Training Arena, I gotta say that it's kind of still slow. Like the only thing that I pretty much had to do was the Telekinetic room and just a little bit of the rest of them, because I already had the points, and it was still slow. I was like, I spent like the whole day plus probably doing all these things, and I was like, okay, well, this is not bad, you know. I unlocked like top and bottom infinity, and I was like missing the only item, which was the hat, and I unlocked it finally and had completed the full collection log. I don't have to go back to this place ever again, pretty much. So because I had the full infinity, I remembered that inside your house there's a wardrobe and you can place the infinity thing. So I just bought like boots and bought the gloves and I placed it. It's just like maybe eventually, it's kind of like a collection log, but it's weird because if you're a main account, you can just buy items. So it's not really an achievement, you could say. But I filled it, you know, filled the full infinity. And then I realized you can also recolor infinity to dark and light colors. So I did the same. Yes, it costs a little bit of money. Yes, it's useless. But I filled them both. I guess all three of them is now green, and I will not remove these items. Yes, even if I'm low on cash, they will stay. Oh, it actually shows the time. 27 minutes ago, that's when the system update happened. I logged in to test out heroes, and in 84 pickpockets, look what I get. Where's the camera? I get the rocket pet. I never had it before. It's an actual collection log. Funny feeling is when it followed at 13 mil XP. So barely got to 99, left the skill like this, and got the pet eventually. Bro, how lucky it is. I checked the wiki, it's 1 in 100,000 chance almost. It's like 99,000 or something. I was like, oh, maybe it's comparable to like Relicus stalls, because that was the meta. Probably still is, I don't even know. I'm very glad that I don't need to do any more thieving. So yes, yesterday we had an update where they changed skilling again. It says for thieving, improved clue scroll drop rates from gnomes, paladins, and heroes, and reduced fail rates when pickpocketing these NPCs. That's why I decided to investigate, because heroes, well, they were never a good experience. Like, whoever has pickpocketed heroes before? And apparently the XP an hour is 162,000, which is lower than Ardo Knights, which I think they're like 240k. But there's a chance to get an elite clue scroll, 1 in 1,400 chance. So I've been pickpocketing heroes for exactly 1,000 pickpockets. I think the success chance was like 72%. You can check the chat, because all my messages get collapsed all in one, so it was very easy to track 1,000 pickpockets, and it just literally tells you how many times you successfully did it and how many times unsuccessfully. 99 thieving and pickpocketing heroes and paladins is dead content after 2 buffs. The top comment says that the elite clue scroll rate is 1 in 1,400, but to get enhanced teleport seed from elves is only 1 in 1,000. Like, what happened here? And you can get 2 of them at the same time. What is this? Nobody climbs up these stairs. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, there we go. So this, not this one. Oh, gnome child also. So let's make this one walk through, you know, just in case. Wait, since when your inventory is full, you can continue pickpocketing? Just everything goes on the floor? Okay. Runelight is not logging anything, by the way. This is 18. Sometimes it does if you get coins, I guess. But if you don't, it doesn't. Oh, very nice. Those guys get stuck here for 5 minutes. You can just chill. Just literally not even look at the screen. Just do. Oh, yeah, I'm not dropping anything. Why would I drop? Like, it doesn't even matter for the loot. It's not like people are going to be banking for king worms and toad legs, whatever they are. By the way, I'm not actually sure if this is intended, because the only reason why I can continue pickpocketing these, even with a full inventory, everything goes like this, is because of this coin pouch. The moment you like fill it like this and there's no room for a coin pouch, it says you don't have enough inventory space. I just finished 1000 pickpockets. It's approximately 75% success chance pickpocketing these gnomes for 153,000 experience an hour. So Paladin is the lowest level from level 70, 75 is gnome, 80 is hero. Alright, let's see. This should be the best so far. But wait, if it's the lowest, why does it drop a hard clue scroll in? That's odd. Bro, these paladins, what the hell is this XP rate? 193k. This is the highest out of all. Now I'm thinking maybe I did heroes wrong. Maybe the XP is higher. Come on, 1000 pickpockets. The success chance is 78.6%. That's very high. That's all for this video because I'm going to bed. Okay, good night.